Hello, my Aloha tribe, and welcome to the Aloha Perspective. Aloha Perspective. Hi, we're going to trip over that one. Happy Friday. Today is Aloha Oracle Friday. Oh my goodness, what is happening to my brain today? Good grief. Good Lord. Let me... yeah, how is everyone today? I hope everyone is well. Trying to reconnect. Okay, so it said it was trying to reconnect, so I hope everyone is having a easier time getting on than I am of speaking. You know what? While I'm talking to you guys and waiting, I know, I am just... I don't know what's happening to me today. I do not know what's happening to me today. But you know what? All good things, right? All good things. So... I'm just putting on my earrings. I love my little rose quartz earrings. You know, all the simple things, right? But it's little things that make things big. That's my opinion, anyways. It's the little things that make things big. Personal shout out to older sibling who kept me from giving myself bangs this morning because all the things. What if you okay, let's just go with the Oracle book before we start. Today I have, I didn't even realize I pulled The Universe Has Your Back. The Universe Has Your Back, messages from Lemuria, magical messages from the fairies, keepers of the light, messages from your angels, and everyone's favorite, the Rebel deck. So, good morning, T. So today is, again, Aloha Oracle Friday. Let's just start with the Oracle book. What if you realized how powerful you really are? What if you realized how powerful you really are? You know, I was watching an episode of Mom yesterday, and I found it rather interesting because, you know, one of the main characters is taught that she is limitless, okay? And, you know, she goes into this thing, she's trying to get in to see the dean, and the girl says, no, you're not. Okay, I told you to make an appointment. You are not limitless. Then all of a sudden, the dean that she's trying to see of the school says, you know, hey, I forgot it was my husband's, you know, our anniversary. Make a reservation somewhere nice. And so the woman's sitting there going, God, really? At the last minute, it's like 4:55. And so the main character says, well, you know, she just happens to work for one of the fanciest restaurants in town, which shows that she was limitless. I don't know what happened in the course of that time because she totally forgot how powerful she really was. But what if you realized how powerful you really are? Once we realize we're limitless, and once we stop putting the fear of everything into ourselves, you start seeing what you're capable of. You know, I have a deck of cards, the Enchanted Unicorn deck, and I keep this one right where I can see it until I know it's time for me to put it back in the box. But it's not yet. But it says blossom. It's about blossoming. Good morning, baby sibling. Good morning, Angie. Good morning, Carol Ann. But this one says the start of a new fantastic journey. So, you know, this one's been sitting there for a while. And all of a sudden it's, you know, I'm just reading it to everyone now. So the start of a new fantastic journey. So if you feel like you're at a crossroads, it's going to be okay. Okay, but I like how this one, I opened up right to this page without even thinking about it. Stop, notice how you're feeling first, okay? Before you pick your path on which path to go down when you're at that crossroads, which north, south, east, or west, stop and notice how you're feeling in every direction that you're turning. If you don't want to do it because you're afraid, maybe do it anyways. If it's that good fear, like, oh, what if I fail? I saw a great quote yesterday from Deshauna Barber that said, don't be afraid. Oh, don't fear failing, but fear regret. Don't fear failing, but fear regret. If you feel like you're going to have regrets, even if you don't succeed, you know you tried. Now, if you're facing another direction and it's saying, I don't know, this doesn't feel like it's going to turn out well. I mean, like, you know, your spidey instincts are saying, there is no outcome that's going to turn out well for this one. Don't do it. And the last one for this book. Don't expect to eat the fruit if you've only just planted the seed. Yeah, don't. And no, if you swallow a seed, it will not grow in your stomach. I was convinced for about a month that I was going to have an apple tree growing in my stomach when I was a little kid. Anyways, don't expect to eat the fruit if you've only just planted the seed. Patience. Patience is the one thing many of us lack, but should probably have, is patience. All right, we haven't done these in a while because I've been kind of focusing on the Oracle book. I like it a lot better. It's a little bit easier. We really seem to get the messages we want to be getting. And I'm glad you like that quote, baby sibling, because I think it's my quote for Monday in our planner sharing adventures. All right, I'm just going to pull these because we got a lot of decks to go through, guys. And, you know, for anyone that might be new, Friday is Aloha Oracle Friday. This is all we do. Monday through Friday, I yammer at you, I talk at you, I give you things to think about every day of the week. Wednesday, we have self-care. Monday's kind of anything. Monday is just whatever Monday turns out to be. It's hodgepodge Monday. So whatever Monday turns out to be is whatever Monday turns out to be. But Friday, everybody seemed to like going into the weekend on these, so Friday is dedicated to the Oracle, which is fun. Hufflepuff. That's my house, bitches. Hard work, patience, loyalty. There it is, right there. There's your segue. Patience. Patience. Okay, loyalty, justice, determination, and kindness. Fun fact about Hufflepuff, it is right near the kitchen. Nom nom nom. But it is about hard work. Planting that seed requires hard work. And by hard work, I mean it requires you to make sure you do not kill it by overwatering it or by underwatering it. You know, sometimes you have to till the soil. Sometimes you just, a lot of times the hardest work is the patience in waiting to see the outcome of what you've planted. But it's not going to grow overnight if you stare at it, right? So just let it do what it's going to do. Make sure you know, just like a child, right? Make sure you feed, water it, and clean it every day when it comes to children. Make sure you do all those things and that you nurture it with your love. You nurture it with your kindness. You know, go over it. If it's just a potted plant or just an area, just go talk to it. You know, I mean, you know what? Everybody makes fun of me. Well, not everybody. Lots of people make fun of me because I name everything. I even name my cars. Okay? And the reason I do that is because at some point, any material that is in your car was once belonging to an organic being of some sort. Even rocks have energy in them. Okay? Crystals are rocks, but they have energy. Everything has an energy. And I think it's important for us to remind ourselves to connect with these things. But it's also because I'm showing gratitude for something that I have that gets me from one point to the other, because not everybody has that luxury. We all have the luxury of transportation. Not everybody has the luxury of having their own. So I am grateful for that. And so I do. My computers all have names. The only things I don't think I've named are the TVs. But you know, I don't know why. Maybe I should. I don't know. But anyways, patience, all right? Live free. Live free. This means this is as simple as it gets. Don't be burdened by worries. Don't be burdened by fears. Those get you nowhere, okay? Like I said, have patience. Things may take a while, but they will work out. Okay? They will work out. And they'll work out in the divine right way. You don't have to have a higher power. You don't have to have source or religion background to know that what is yours will be yours in divine right. It cannot pass you by. So just be patient, live free. Don't plant yourself in one spot waiting for something to slap you upside the head. Just keep moving. You know, a lot of people say you cannot hit a moving target. Well, no. If the moving target is not meant for you to hit, you're not going to hit it. But if it is meant for you to hit, you're going to hit that. Sorry, I had to. It was just stuck. It was rolling around in my head. It had to come out. And pure honey. I love bees. It's kindness that draws people to you. Charisma. Charisma is an amazing thing to have. Sibling tells me I have it all the time. I was a firm believer that no. But I think I was trying to be humble. But I also think that I was afraid that if somebody called me charismatic, I would have to live up to that every day. Well, it's not true. I don't. I do not live up to that every day. But when people need me, I try to be there. When I do these every morning, I have to have some level of charisma to do them. It has been very rare when I've had to cancel a daily show. But it's because my charisma was in the negatives. You know, there was nothing there. And I don't want to come to people and try to share something if I'm not there. If I have just enough, I will be honest about my mental state. I will be honest about what I'm going through. But sometimes it's just hard to pull yourself out and up to do that. I mean, I will tell you, if you were on here from the very, very beginning of today's show, of today's perspective, I kid you not, you guys, I literally sat down in front of the camera with just my bra on. That's how scatterbrained I was this morning. And I'm like, okay, something's not right. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not even dressed. It's like, thank you to whoever for helping me notice this, because I was scrambling to get to the chair at 8:30. So at 8:28, I'm like, oh shit, I'm like pretty much naked. Nobody needs to see that. Nobody wants to see that. So I was kind of like, oh great, here we go. That would have been funny though. I can hear baby sibling laughing over there. So anyways, let's do the magical messages of the fairies. It's like I tell you guys every Friday, guys, or whenever, well, every morning we start out with some kind of oracle just to pass the time while I wait for people to come on to the perspective. And, because, you know, for those that don't know it, we are now called the Aloha Perspective. Yeah, tease all the Aloha mindset. It wouldn't have been bad if it actually looked like a bathing suit, but it did not. Let's just say it's a lace bra. Anyways, there's 1, 2, and 3. All right. It was funny, though. I'll give myself that. It was funny. Ooh, goodbye to the old, hello to the new. You've finished one part of your life, and now a new and even better part is beginning. If you feel like you have been at a crossroads, guess what? You know that crossroads we talked about earlier? You have either decided to, or you're about to, make a decision that will lead you in the right direction. Hang in there, okay? It's not always easy, I know. Sometimes it can be very, very hard. A lot of times we think, yeah, I'm going to run into this new adventure. And then you're like, why is it still so hard? Because you're at the beginning. You're at the starting line. You know, I mean, the finish line is nowhere in sight yet. You know, and it very well, you could turn the corner like in 3 days and poof, there's the finish line. You're back at a new starting line. Remember, there's always going to be starts and finishes. Okay. It's just how you handle them, how non-resistant you are to them. Be a non-stick pan. Okay? Just let everything come at you and slide right off. You know, and also just try to be non-resistant. When we resist, we are keeping all the things in our life, whether it's your higher power, source, your guides, your angels, your gods, goddesses, whatever it is you believe in, your intuition, if you believe in, you know, if you're not a believer in anything, except your instincts and yourself, you know, trust the instinct when it comes down to it, and to narrow it down to the finest point. Trust your instinct. It's going to guide you. When you're resistant, you're going to keep hitting walls. Remember that robot I'm always talking about that keeps walking, then all of a sudden it's like just doing this against a wall? Yeah, until someone picks it up and turns it around. Picking it up and turning it around is you saying, okay, all right, I'm listening now. I'm listening to my gut. I'm listening to whatever, to source, okay? Whatever your source is. So it's easier. Take it from me. I am the queen of resistance, but it's a lot easier when you don't resist. Things start falling into place, and they may fall in fast, they may not. But remember, you finished one part of your life, and now a new and even better part is beginning. Every time you hit the finish line, the starting line is going to be better. Are you going to have bad times? Yes. Are you going to have good times? Hell yes. How you handle the bad times is going to, you know, it's going to lead you to understand how long it's going to take for the good times to return. Okay? So make sure that your good times outnumber your bad times. Handle it with grace, handle it with understanding, just handle it with patience, okay? But get ready and be excited. Be excited about it. Don't worry about whatever bad might come along. There's always going to be something, right? Life is not perfect, but it can be as perfect as you want it to be. And, you know, when I say when bad things happen and how you handle it, when you handle things with grace and understanding and patience, you will find that you get past it faster because you're not holding on to the anger. You're not holding on to the pain. Will you feel anger? Probably. Will you feel pain? Yes. But it's up to you how long you do that. It's up to you how long you choose to hold on to that. Okay? Your desire is within reach. What? Look at this. These cards are all kind of going together here. Have faith. Have faith. Have faith as everything is working in your favor. Ta-da! Have faith as everything is working in your favor. I love that. How exciting is that? Look at that. I don't know who out there needs this message. And remember, guys, if you are just watching this later, these cards can still be for you. If they do not resonate, do not try to force them. Okay? That is the number one rule for anybody who does these things. Do not try to force them. I say that from pure experience, because then you're going to cause yourself to worry, you're going to cause yourself to doubt, and you're going to have fear. And that's not what you want. Okay? But the good stuff could be for anybody. You just have to let it happen. Take the step forward in having 100% faith that everything is going to work out the way it's meant to, and it's going to be okay. Sometimes things are going to be removed from your life, like, you know, it could be objects. It could be, you know, just, you know, friends that might fall away, or, you know, any kind of situation. And sometimes they're meant to do that to help you on your journey. I've had friends that, you know, I thought would be in my life forever that I have not spoken to in years. And, you know, it can be sad. It can be hurtful, you know, but it's how you choose to face it and deal with it that determines your next step and how long it's going to take for you to get somewhere else. You too, Angie. I know, long-winded today, but I hope you have a great day too. Thank you. So, spiritual teacher. Oh, this one's a pretty card. Oh, look at that, all the little animals around her. Oh my God, I'm dying. They're so cute. So cute. Your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. I will take that one as a direct card at me. You know, every so often we sit here and we still try to find our life purpose, but I'm telling you, be a spiritual teacher, a parent, a grandparent, aunts, uncles, whatever, cousins. We can all be spiritual teachers. Your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. If you are a person who feels stuck and that card resonated with you, do some research into that, because that is probably where you're meant to go. A lot of people are afraid to share their story because they might be embarrassed by it. They might feel like they're going to be judged by it. I was that way for a very long time until baby sibling and older sibling convinced me that, you know what, you have to do what's best for you, but what you're going to do is going to help other people, and that's what's important. So, you know, I think I'm going to save the Rebel deck for last because that one's really snarky and I love it. And you'll hear me. There you go. I don't know what's wrong with the internet connection the last few days. You know, there's going to be another portal opening starting with the lunar eclipse next week. So I have a funny feeling that all the shifting that everything is doing, the planets, the stars, and all that good stuff, is just kind of sending everything all wackadoodle. Oh, wow. Two of my favorites right at the top. So I'm going to start with the third one. Isabella. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. Happy outcome follows your positive expectations. What did I just say? Okay, Isabella, which is great because that's actually a character in one of the stories I'm writing. But Isabella, she is telling you right now that yes, the timing is right for this new venture. Happy outcome follows your positive expectations. There's that crossroads again, right? Or maybe this time you're at a fork in the road. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? Both of them will probably making you feel a little awkward and weird because you're not sure what you're supposed to be doing. The one that gives you fear of failure, that's the one you should be taking, because that means the only reason you're afraid is because you're afraid it's not going to work out. The other one that's saying, oh, no, there should be a roadblock. There's a roadblock here and you can't see it, but don't jump over that. Go the other way. Go the other way. Go through the path of least resistance. Okay? It's going to be scary. Okay? Unless you're one of those ultra confident people, it can be scary. Think about people who do auditions, right? I mean, they have to get in front of people. They're terrified. But they do it. And then they're like, oh, okay. When their other option would have been like, no, because they won't like me anyways, and I don't feel like doing it, so what's the point? No, you do it anyways. Because then, even if it doesn't work out, you're showing yourself what you're made of. But in this case, the timing is right for this new venture. Happy outcome follows your positive expectations. So whatever it is that you're putting your good vibes towards, do it. Go forth and do it. Start down the path. Okay? It's not going to run at you. You have to start down the path and meet it halfway. Okay? Here's one of my favorites. Archangel Raphael. I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. I will take that as validation for myself because I am a healer. In fact, he's right here on my arm. And the next card is the one underneath. I know it's upside down, but whatever. I know it's there. But again, I'm helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. I personally believe that everybody has the gift of healing. I think maybe some people have it a little stronger than others. But the reason I believe everybody has that gift is because in one way or the other, we heal each other. Whether you are a light worker, or whether you're a person who can heal with their hands, or whether you are a person who heals with your words. I like to point that finger back at me too. I'm not the only person in this world that can do these things. This is what Reiki is about. Reiki is a Japanese art form of healing. And what it does is it centers your energy so that, you know, whoever you choose of good nature can help heal someone through you. Now, I talked about this the other day, how I almost lost this gift because I couldn't heal my mother and I couldn't heal Sissy. And then I realized and I was informed that those were set points in time. There was no way I was going to be able to do that. But then I was reminded, think back to all the times when you were little and your mom would have a headache and you just instinctively put your hands on her head and she started to feel better. You know, and I thought, okay, I think I understand. Now, that may not be for everybody. I'm not pushing my beliefs on anyone. I am just here to give you your messages. Okay, but if you feel like you were a healer, don't let other people convince you otherwise. Follow your path. Follow the path that you feel is right. If you want to take a Reiki class, do it. If you want to take an angel healing class, do it. If you want to be a doctor or a nurse or some kind of scientist that comes up with a cure for whatever it is that we need a cure for besides cancer, because I personally believe it exists, but hey, you know, that's just me. But whatever it is that you want to do to contribute to healing, if that is in your heart, that is your sign to go do it. You could be a writer who wants to write a book about, you know, their story. Even if your story touches one person, it can mean the world. It's the ripple effect. Okay? Now, the last one of this deck, Archangel Michael. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. We were just reading a chapter on this, Sibling and I, today about your divine life purpose, but I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. Archangel Michael is a very fascinating angel. And for those who don't know, if you're not religious, archangels are not religious either. I know that people will argue that, but they're non-denominational. That's right. They are non-denominational. There are certain beliefs that like to make you think that they are just religious, but they are non-denominational. They are there for anybody, everybody. You will find these angels, the major archangels, in different religious texts. I looked that one up, so I'm not feeding you bullshit. That is straight up facts. You will find some of them, and it may not necessarily be in an angel form. It could be in a prophet form, but they're there. They're there. And also, if you have children or if you are afraid yourself, call on Archangel Michael. He is omnipresent. All the archangels are, which means they can be in 50,000 places at one time. Okay? 50,000 places at one time. And they will protect you. If you need healing, Archangel Raphael. If you need a message, Archangel Gabriel. If you need protection, or if you feel like something is not right in maybe your house or whatever, even for children, Archangel Michael loves children. Ask for his blue light of protection. Okay, I know I'm kind of stepping out of my lane here for a second, but I think it's very important that people know that these archangels are available to you, even if you have no source. They don't care. All they need, but you need to ask them. You can't just say, well, where is he? You have to ask them to come. Okay? They cannot help you unless you ask. All right? So, let's do the universe has your back since we're on that subject. Dun, 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 dun. All right. I'm just going to shuffle this and split the deck in half. All right. Let's see what we got here. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. If that doesn't kind of sum up what we've been talking about, I don't know what will. But my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. When you have faith that everything is going to be okay, things are going to start falling into place. They may not fall into place the way you want them to, so you have to step out of the way and let it happen. Okay? Don't try to control it. Don't try to manage it. It's like getting off of the freeway when you see Caltrans workers here in California and saying, well, I think maybe you should try it this way. No, they're going to give you some nice little 4-letter words and tell you, you know what, get back in your car and go away. We know what we're doing. This is our job. That's the universe's job. For you to get out of the way and let them pave the way for you. Let them bring to you what is meant for you by divine right. You cannot force people into your life. You cannot force situations into your life. What you can do is have faith and trust that everything is going to be okay. If you don't like where you're at right now, put it out there. Don't put it out there with anger, though. Just say, you know what? I am really into Florence Scovel right now, and she likes to start out with infinite spirit. Okay? Infinite spirit, please. Open the gateway to. And, it could be your someone to fall in love with, your divine selection. Don't say, ooh, I want this person. If that person's meant for you, they will be there for you. Or some people are fortunate enough to have been told who their person is. But you can't force somebody into your life, okay? But instead just say, open the gateway for divine selection, because the more you try to force it, guess what's going to happen? You're actually pushing it away, because forcing it is fear. You're afraid it's not going to happen, so you want it to happen right now. All right? So just put it out there that everything is going to work out. Or, you could just say, please bless my divine selection wherever they are. And who knows? You might be walking into a coffee shop, someone's holding the door open for you, your eyes might lock, and poof, there you go. I may watch too many movies. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. If these two cards do not go together, I don't know. I mean, come on, look at that. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe, and followed by my outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. Everything I just said for that other card, that's what I'm going to say about this card. So there you go. Let's go to the next one. Get out of the way and let them do their job. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. Seriously, these 3 cards, everything I said about them, same for this one. Get out of the fucking way and let them do their job. I don't know who is not doing this besides me that needs 3 cards in a row from the universe has your back to make their point. Okay? So, yeah, wow. Here's the last one. This is the period on their sentence. Happiness is my birthright. Happiness is my birthright. A good freeway to drive on is my birthright. That's why I don't tell Caltrans how to do their work, how to do their job. All right. It would be nice sometimes though, guys, if you would put the signs a little bit farther back so that, we don't have pileups on the freeway because poof, it's right in front of us, and the work is being done right in front of it. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, and spell check. I love when I go by signs and it's like, who's in charge of that sign? I know I'm so bad. But seriously, happiness is your birthright. Those cards say it all. Get out of the way and let them do their work. That is what they need. They need you to stop trying to control everything and stop trying to make it happen for yourself, because all you're doing is interfering with their work. All right? You're making it harder for them to do what they need to do, because every time you mess up, they got to go back and fix everything you just did. So, and what happens when that happens? Work is slowed. Progress is slowed. And, ooh, okay. All right. I'm not sure if that was meant to be the card or what, but let's see here. Express your truth. The chakra, throat chakra. That's funny, I was working on that this morning. This chakra is the origin of expression. It is the source of the life spark that inspires your aliveness and stokes the creative fires in others. This is the outer sharing of your inner being and glowing song of your soul. On the winds of your flight sorry. I'm having so much trouble reading today. This is the outer sharing of your inner being, the glowing song of your soul, on the winds of your flight to understanding more of who you are. Connect to the crux of your potential and take it further than you could have imagined. As spirit fuses into the tangible, it actualizes as a platform for greater experience, and new facets are sculpted, seeded, and shared as a fractal of light in the form of your own unique language. So basically what it's telling you is, go out there and share what you need to share. If there's something on your heart that you need to put out into the world, do it. Okay? I have been doing this for over a year. Some people would probably say, Shelley Marie, you have literally 27 subscribers on YouTube. Why are you still doing this? Generally the same people come on every morning to the Perspective. Why are you doing this? Because I know out there, after I post these things, there are 1 or 2 people who do watch it. And it could be the ripple effect they need in their life. I don't do it for likes. I don't do it for subscribers. I mean, if you want to subscribe to my channel, feel free. It's under my name. And I don't mean that like, oh, blasé, like, yeah, whatever. I mean, like, no, I'd be very gracious and grateful for that. But that's not why I do it. I do it because the throat chakra card. There are people who have a voice. Somebody showed me I had one. And it changed my life. I love doing the Aloha Perspective. Even though we had to do a name change, I personally like this name change better. Actually, I'm getting a lot of feedback from a lot of people. A lot of people like the Aloha Perspective idea a lot better. And I think it's because I really do different things every day. I mean, yeah, Aloha Oracle on Friday is fun because we're going into the weekend. These are things people can work on and think about. But we cover a lot of stuff. In fact, I plan on finishing Ted Lasso this weekend. So I think Monday I'm going to talk about it, because I actually sat down and blogged last night and I thought, I can't share this yet because I haven't seen both seasons. I'm still in season 1. I'm a late bloomer when it comes to binge watching shows that people love. But it's, let me just put it this way. If you were having a bad day and you were struggling, watch it. The main character is what I would call an eternal optimist, and that might be annoying to some people, but I really think whoever wrote that character, created that character, and the way the character is portrayed, it could really guide us all in the right direction that we need to go. Even if just how to deal with things, how to handle things, how to not force things to work for you, but, instead of going against the grain, go with the grain and have patience that when you get to the other end, it'll work out the way you wanted it to work out. Okay? So, manifesting. You can decide how you want to live. The universe fully supports your choice to step into the optimal version of yourself. Dream big, then dream bigger. Now is a great time to start the projects you have been considering. All it takes is some pollination. Be creative with your visioning. Sow the seeds of the reality you want to experience through affirmative thinking and higher intention. Then anchor or ground your dream seeds. Manifest from the heart, overcome fear, take strong positive action, and let go of the outcome. Let go of the outcome. I may be talking to just me because I'm looking myself in the eyes. Let go of the outcome. Know and trust your dreams are already on their way and expect to see results. Again, we're going to use the Caltrans thing again because all these, you know what? All these cards, guys, I don't know what's happening today, but it's almost like every star and planet just aligned because every card ties into one another. I mean, we're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decks, 7 decks, and a book. And everything has tied into one another. Believe it. Get out of the way and let Source, the universe, your angels, your guides, whatever it is that you turn to, let them do their work. Don't try to control it. Don't try to force it. Don't try to make it happen in your timing. Divine timing sucks, all right? And in my personal in my personal opinion, divine timing is bullshit. I hate it. I hate it because I'm not a patient person. I mean, I'm patient with a lot of things, but timing is not one of them. Okay, I want things now. I want it to happen. I want to see it come to fruition. But you know, the problem with that is I keep standing in my way, and that's exactly why it's not happening. Because I have literally just, while saying that, I'm now realizing that all this time I've been pulling off to the side of the freeway and telling the road people who fix the freeways and create the freeways how to do their work. All right. Why am I using Caltrans? Okay, Caltrans is only in California, obviously. But when you see people doing road work and you get pissed off, this is why I'm using this example. I want you to think of them. God, I'm stuck here forever. Go in grace. Go in grace. That's the best thing I can tell you from my own experience. Go in grace. And go in patience. Go in patience. I'm going to cap locks that. Patience. All right? Like it's shouty caps at you. Patience. It will happen. All right? Let's just pull these cards. I'm literally not looking at these. It may look like I am, but I'm not. So, all right. On these particular ones, you guys, I read from the book because these are straight up light workers. I love this deck. And sadly, I'm one of those that likes to trip over names. Once I learn a name, I'm good at it. I'm a hockey fan, so, you know, you just learn. Oh, that's so funny. I was wondering which card to start with, and I opened up right to Green Terra. So, Green Terra, Supreme Protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. So there's something I have learned, okay? And there's something I've learned in when I was cord cutting this last week. And cord cutting is a lot of times when people cord cut in metaphysical terms, they're literally cutting off toxic people. But I have found that when we have a connection to someone, that this is my own feeling, my own opinion. I personally believe I'm correct on this because I have felt it happen. And I hope baby sibling doesn't mind, but I'm going to use us as an example. Very recently, I overstepped. And I mean, I overstepped so hard. I was like Paul Bunyan and, you know, his blue ox. Or blue, his ox. And, or big blue. I don't know, you know what I mean. Sidetracking. Hello. But, I overstepped big time because I was projecting. Because everything around me didn't feel right. And so I just assumed it was because she wasn't feeling right. Well, she was, you know, she was having her own things that she was dealing with, but they were completely independent of me. But then I managed to add myself to the things that she had going on, to the things that she was, you know, trying to get through, the emotions and feelings she was trying to get through. And I'm grateful that baby sibling loves me so much that we got through it. Now, there are going to be people in your life when you're going to overstep so bad, you may never recover. And if you do, there's going to be that awkward pause for a very long time. And I'm grateful that I felt awkward on my end. I don't know if she did, but finally, she was very honest with me. She told me, and I was like, oh God, it's me, isn't it? It is me. And so I sat there and I thought, how do I fix this? But then I realized I let her be to handle her stuff. And I realized then that I had two cords that were going to her. Somehow, out of my own pain and my own projecting, I had created this independent negative cord. And I just kind of added to all of the energy that she had. Her and I, myself, an older sibling, I'm very connected to both of them. And I'm very connected to my father. I worry about my father. He's my last parent. So I went back and I just went within. I concentrated, I meditated. And when I meditated, I asked to be able to see how I could fix these energy cords. And I saw more than one. Now, I know this might be stepping out of the lane for a lot of people, but energy does connect us. You know, think about when you're in love, right? And if you're single like me, just think about the last time you were in love and how giddy you feel every time this person's around you. It's because you share a feeling together. That's your energy connecting. And if you don't nurture that energy, if you're constantly fearing through that energy, you are literally either going to choke hold that cord that you have to them and make it dark, or you're going to create a whole independent one, which you don't even want to deal with. It's like an out of control vine, okay? It's like, I don't know, the Kraken coming out of the ocean with its bazillion tentacles trying to, sorry, my hockey team played the new Kraken team, so it's just stuck in my head. But those are the tentacles that you don't want. You want to have the heart connection. You don't want to have a negative connection. And so I was telling baby sibling the other day that I found a way to cut the negative connection without harming or touching at all the heart connection. If you have a heart connection with someone, you were meant to have a heart connection with someone. And it's a very powerful one. To me, it's the most powerful connection you can have to somebody. That's your tribe. Those are your people. And some of them may be super strong. Some of them may not be strong as others. But it's still a heart connection. But I figured out how to cut the negative cord because it wasn't connecting us. I was forcing it to connect on her. So basically, I was cutting my cord. I was cutting my cord of worrying about my father. I was cutting my cord of worrying about older sibling. And I was cutting my cord about worrying about baby sibling. And things started to get better all the way around. I started to feel better. I started worrying less. And I started realizing these people are fucking adults. They can take care of themselves. If they need me, they know I'm here. That doesn't mean I'm not going to stop saying, hey, how are you? Can I do anything for you? No. Okay, I'm just going to send you a bunch of stupid gifts to make you laugh then. Okay? Or I'm just going to send out good intentions for you, pray for you, whatever it is. Good morning, baby bear. And baby sibling, I love you too. A lot. So, let's see what Green Terra has to say. Sorry for the side verbiage there, guys, but I think it's important for us to know. I like to share my experiences, even when doing oracles, because I think a lot of times we're so ashamed of the way we feel that we don't want to admit it. Good morning, Shanae. Whoa, good morning, Shanae. So I think a lot of times we just don't want to. Good morning, Catherine. So again, okay, for all the people popping on now, Fridays are Aloha Oracle Fridays. I do nothing but oracles on Fridays. I talk at everybody the rest of the week. But as I was just saying to everybody who are on right now, the reason I share my own experiences when I'm going through the oracles is because I don't want people to be ashamed of looking at themselves in the mirror. We're not perfect. Okay? And it's okay. I am perfectly imperfect. I love the fact that I'm not perfect. If I were perfect, I'd be boring. But I'm also learning how to set my own boundaries. You know, how to not, and I mean boundaries on myself, so that I don't overstep in other people's lives. Because I don't want to hurt the people around me. And I want to vibe high enough that other people who are meant to connect with me are going to be able to connect with me. There could be someone halfway across the world waiting to connect with you. But they can't because you have this wall up. Because you're constantly worrying about everything. Okay? And if they're worrying about stuff, then both of you are like, oh, great, you know? So you're just kind of like, you're like two magnets opposing. So one of you has to stop. And one of you has to say, okay, I'm going to be the one that has complete faith in this, that everything is going to work out okay. My niece Anya just told me hello. And I say that with pride because she's going to be the President of the United States one day. And I shit you not, I'm telling you, she's going to be the President of the United States one day. After her extensive and very successful modeling career and college. So, you know, she's going to probably do that while in college because she's amazing. So anyways, Green Terra. The extended message for Green Terra. You are safe. Protection is all around you. The worst is behind you and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set out for you. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to say this because you know what? I've never, okay, this is a new deck for me. This card has never come up for me. And everybody who was just listening within the last 5 minutes, cords are being cut between you and your past so that you can feel energetically clear and aware. Cords are being cut. Those are what I cut. The cords to my past. I had a negative cord to my father because, like I said, he's my last parent. And I have to stop worrying about what's going to happen to him because I'm afraid of him being gone. We don't get out of this planet alive. Okay? Ask the aliens that get caught. They don't get out of this planet alive either. But I know, not funny. But the negative cords are being cut. All right? And it's allowing your energy to become clear and aware. And that's what happened. God, my mind is blown. Don't worry about recalling Don't worry about recalling fearful experiences. They aren't going to be recreated now. Just acknowledge them and leave them behind so you can step into a space of spiritual and personal freedom. Green Tara has placed a force field of complete love and acceptance around you. She is here to tell you that you no longer need to build up walls around your heart and that it's safe to trust what you feel and who is in your life today. My mind is blowing right now, you guys. I mean, it is freaking blowing right now. I literally talked about that before I read that. And I'm just like, wow. Anyways, sorry. Oh, I'm glad. I love Anya giggles. So the next one is Hilarion. It doesn't tell me how to say that. So we'll go with Hilarion because it sounds interesting. Divine healing. So he's almost like the Archangel Raphael of the Middle East. Okay. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. So honor your sensitivity again. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. The world can seem overwhelming to you, and it's okay to retreat to a safe space every now and then to cleanse and recharge your energy. You may feel called to serve others or share your healing with them, but please ensure you are filled up with light, love, and energy first, so that you are not sacrificing your own development for others. You are surrounded by the healing light of Hilarion and the healing angels at this time, so that you can recharge and feel whole. Never try to heal someone from your own energy. It will not turn out well. I tried that once with older sibling when I first found out I could do this stuff, and I took on what she was having an issue with. Fortunately, ice cream made it better that day. I kid you not. Ice cream did make it better that day. But the whole point was you're supposed to ask for help. Okay? Ask for help. All right. Here's the last one. Kali Ma. Facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. This is a time when you are able to look fear in the eye and move away from it. Fear is just energy, and energy can be changed. This can be an intense experience because the human self is so conditioned that it may be used to operating with fear present. My reading skills today suck. When the fear is gone, it may feel as though an emptiness is there, but this is space for love and miracles to enter. You are being filled with the courage of spirit now so that you can move from this phase of your life to the next. Trust the process and call on Kali Ma to help you release your fear and step into a space that's strong, focused, and courageous. I am super duper excited about all these cards, you guys. If you're just coming in late and you have been trying to figure out which road to go down, every single one of these decks, 5 decks, a book, a handmade deck, they all said the same thing. And I'm going to say it again. Let the road workers do their work. You're not going to stop on the side of the road and tell them how to do their job, right? They know what to do. Let them do their job. Let them do their work. That way, your road is smooth and clear. If you hit a traffic jam, be patient. All it's telling you is that a little bit more time is required. Okay, so let's do the Rebel deck. If Anya's still on, my sweet girl, I apologize. This is the naughty deck. I don't mean naughty like nasty. I mean, this is the 4-letter word deck. It's my favorite. So, all right, let's see. What do we got here? What hilarity do we need today? Oh, okay. Stop texting. Stop. Okay, what did I just say about cutting cords? Stop texting. Stop stalking. Stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. Okay? Go about your own business. Go about your own business. All right, here's another one. You are talented and fucking amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. Oh my God. Why are these kids not in school? Sorry, Landon. Auntie's very sorry. I did not know my nephews were home. Oops, my bad. This is a good deck though. Why are you guys not in school? Auntie has mild shame. Actually, not really. It's not like they've never heard these words. But yeah, okay, so you know what? You are talented and effing amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. So, we'll do 2 more. Okay, I don't know who needs this, but if you were struggling, you needed a good fucking cry. Okay, there are cards in here that don't have swear words, but now that I know that my niece and nephew are on, for God's sake, seriously. You need a good fucking cry. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you for it. It's always good to end on a high note, right? So, okay. And here's the last one. I literally did not look for this. I just pulled it out of the deck, and I think it sums up the entire morning's readings. Don't fucking force it. Do not force it. Allow that shit to come to you. Okay? And for the milder version, don't effing force it. Allow that stuff to come to you. All right? So there you go. So my niece and nephew, Auntie Shelley loves you a lot. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Oh yeah, Kate's right. Good. It's a good day for Hallmark movies, ice cream, and a good cry. Yes. Oh, well, actually I had a good cry, but it is definitely a good day for all those things. Sibling and I are actually going to the movies today. We're going to go see the movie Belfast. It's a semi-autobiographical story done by Kenneth Branagh. And I'm excited. I'm excited. You know, you guys, you know I love my Irish history. You know I love my Hawaiian history. I think my Irish history might be a little bit off instead of theirs, so I'm not sure. A lot of my family comes from the southern parts of Ireland. I think a few from the northern parts of Ireland, so inner turmoil, I guess, within here. But I love the mysticism of Ireland and Hawaii, which is why I think of all my DNA matches, those two are the most prominent within me. I do love my German roots. Come on guys, I got roots everywhere, but I even love my Filipino roots because there's some mysticism going on there too. But oh, okay, so apparently the boys had I don't know. I don't even know what in service means, but even the crow is like, really? You talking like that in front of your nephew and your niece? Shame. Shame. Who's going to come and ring the Game of Thrones bell? Shame. In fact, I think the woman that does that is this. You know what? I think she's the same woman that's on Ted Lasso. So, again, thank you for watching the Aloha Perspective. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Aloha Friday. Okay, I'm just going to pause this for a second. For fuck's sake. They can't just say teacher meetings. They have to call it in service. Good Lord. And yes, that was Auntie Shelley's own language. So there you go. But, oh, in fact, It is called the Aloha Perspective. So if you want to call me Auntie Shelley, it's a Hawaiian thing. You can do it. Auntie Shelley Marie says, thank you for watching the Aloha Perspective. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you, baby bear. I love you too. I love all of you. Whoever's watching, I love you all. But I do thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves, guys. Monday, I am going to talk about Ted Lasso. Not necessarily about the TV show, but a lot of thoughts that I have about it and why I think people love it so much. That is Hodgepodge Monday. We're going to cover that. And you are going to love it because Auntie Shelley says so. So, anyways, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Back here Monday. Facebook Live under Shelley Marie Lucas. Or you can catch a replay here because all of them are public. Or on YouTube after I upload it, okay, under the Aloha Perspective with Shelley Marie Lucas. There you go. So, have a great day. Have a wonderful Friday. Enjoy your weekend and stay safe. I'll talk to you Monday.